Fighting with the swords, gone. Playing with the brain, on. Let's play Giraffe Chess Hattrick League Season 3.
International Giraffe Chess Federation presents Hattrick League Season 3 between 10 Proddatur teams. Hello everyone, welcome to India's new 68 squared Giraffe Chess Academy Proddatur, and welcome to the live telecast of no draws, no resigns, only win or lose in just 70 moves Giraffe Chess Hattrick League 2024 Season 3. Let us watch Hattrick League 4th match between Proddatur Panthers versus Proddatur Kings. Each team consists of 3 players. Whoever team all outs opponent all 3 players is the match winners. Let us see the toss at the center of the court.
Let us begin with the toss. Now it's time for toss. Head is a call from the Proddatur Kings. Who won the toss? So toss won by the Proddatur Panthers team. And what you will select, white side or black side? Proddatur Panthers team, they won the toss and they want to play first game on black side. Now,
And in toss, Proddatur Panthers won the toss and opted to play on black side.
Looks right.
And here is the both teams lineup. For Proddatur Kings team, Abdullah is the opener and Abdul Waris is the second player, and Aravind comes to play as third player. And for Proddatur Panthers team, Sujan is the opener and Akhilesh is the second player, and Naga Vignesh comes to play as third player. Now, let us watch first game of the match between Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah versus Proddatur Panthers team opening player Sujan Kumar Reddy. Let us see among these 2 players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Let us watch. Let us move on to the court. Young Scholar Awardee Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah is ready to play on white side. Let us see on other side of the court. Best Scholar Awardee Proddatur Panthers team opening player Sujan Kumar Reddy is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 1 of the match. Black side player Sujan Kumar Reddy is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game started.
Pawn to e4, pawn to e5, pawn to g3, pawn to f6, pawn to d3, giraffe to c6, pawn to c3, giraffe to f7, pawn to d4, pawn to d5, pawn to f3, pawn capture pawn at e4, bishop to h3, pawn capture pawn at f3, bishop capture bishop at c8, queen capture bishop at c8, knight capture pawn at f3, giraffe to g4, rook to g1, giraffe to f7, pawn capture pawn at e5, bishop to e7, knight to a3, queen to d8, bishop to d2, giraffe to e4, queen to a4 and check to white king, black king, pawn to c6, queen capture giraffe at e4, knight to d7, pawn to e6, knight to c5, queen to c4, knight capture pawn at e6, queen capture knight at e6, queen to d7, queen capture queen at d7, king capture queen at d7, giraffe to e3, bishop to c5, pawn to b4, bishop to b6, knight to c4, giraffe to d6, knight capture bishop at b6 and check to black king, pawn capture knight at b6, giraffe capture giraffe at d6, king capture giraffe at d6, bishop to f4 and check to black king, king to e7, king to f2, knight to h6, rook to e1 and check to black king, king to f7, giraffe to d3, pawn to g5, bishop to e3, rook to e8, pawn to h3, king to g6, pawn to h4, pawn capture pawn at h4, knight capture pawn at h4 and check to black king, king to h5, giraffe to g2 and check to black king, king to g4, rook to d1, king to h3, r to h1 and check to black king, king to g4, rook to d4 and check to black king,
Yes,
to
immediately Abdullah captured rook at e4 and check to blacking. Not only check, it is a checkmate win to Abdullah. Sujan Kumar Reddy is out. Proddatur Panthers team lost first player. Proddatur Kings opening player Abdullah won the first game by checkmate in just 36 moves. And there we can see Abdullah celebrating winning the first game win by lifting the king. Abdullah still need two more wins to do hat-trick. In the second game, he will play with the Proddatur Panthers team second player Akhilesh. We'll come back to live next game within few minutes. Let us watch second game of the match between Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah versus Proddatur Panthers team second player Akhilesh Reddy. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do hat-trick and who will be the hat-trick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Abdullah already won the first game and now playing for winning second game. Let us watch what will happen. Let us move on to the court. Young Scholar awardee Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah is ready to play on black side. Let us see on other side of the court. Proddatur Panthers team second player Akhilesh Reddy is ready to play on white side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 2 of the match. Black side player Abdullah is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Games 2 started.
pawn to e4, pawn to e5, knight to f3, pawn to f6, knight capture pawn at e5, pawn capture knight at e5, queen to h5 and check to blocking, pawn to g6, queen capture pawn at e5, giraffe to e6, bishop to c4, knight to c6, queen to d5, knight to b4, knight to a3, knight capture queen at d5, giraffe to d3, giraffe capture giraffe at d3, pawn capture giraffe at d3, knight to e7, castling at king side, knight to h6, giraffe to e3, knight to g8, pawn to b4, knight to g4, giraffe to d2, queen to g5, giraffe to c5, queen to h5, bishop to b2, queen captures
Now
pawn
Abdullah immediately
at
captured
h2
pawn at h2 and
and
set check to white king, and
it's a
it is a
checkmate.
check. Not only check, it is a checkmate win to Abdullah. Akhileshwar is out. Proddatur Panthers team lost second player. Proddatur Kings team opener Abdullah won the second game continuously. And there we can see Abdullah won the second game by just 16 moves by checkmate. And there we can see Abdullah celebrating winning by lifting his king. On third game, Abdullah is going to play with Proddatur Panthers team last player Naga Vignesh. And we come back live third game in a few minutes. Let us watch third game of the match between Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah versus Proddatur Panthers team last player Naga Vignesh. Let us see among these two players who will win this game and who will do Hattrick and who will be the Hattrick hero of today's great match. Among these two players, Abdullah already won continuously 2 games and now playing third game for doing Hattrick. Let us see what will happen. Let us move on to the court. Young Scholar awardee Proddatur Kings team opening player Abdullah is ready to play on white side. Let us see on other side of the court. Proddatur Panthers team last player Naga Vignesh is ready to play on black side. Now we can see both players are ready to start the game 3 of the match. Black side player Naga Vignesh is ready to hit the clock. Yes, he hit the clock. Game started.
pawn to e4, pawn to d5, pawn capture pawn at d5, queen capture pawn at d5, giraffe to d3, pawn to e6, Giraffe to G4. Queen to F5. Bishop to D3. Queen to E5 and check to white king. Knight to E2. Queen to G5. Giraffe captured pawn at H7 and check to black king. King to D8. Bishop to E4. Knight to F6. Pawn to D3. Knight capture pawn at E4. Bishop capture queen at G5. King to D7. Pawn capture knight at E4. King to C6. Knight to D4 and check to black king. King to D6. Knight to B5 and check to black king. King to E5. Knight capture pawn at C7. Bishop to B4 and check to white king. Pawn to C3. Bishop to F8. Knight capture rook at A8. Giraffe capture knight at A8.
Now Abdullah, let us see what you will do. Yes, Abdullah moved his queen to D4 and said check to black king. It is not only check, it is a checkmate win. It is not only checkmate win, it is a hat-trick win for Abdullah. Abdullah became a hat-trick hero of today's match. He all out all opponent 3 players. Proddatur Panthers team last player Naga Vignesh is out. Proddatur Panthers team all out. And Abdullah became the hat-trick hero of today's match. And there we can see Abdullah raising his king and celebrating hat-trick. He won the final game, third game, by just 17 moves. That too, he out Naga Vignesh by checkmate. What a superb performance from the Proddatur Kings team player Abdullah. This is his first hat-trick in Hattrick League.
Hello everyone. Just now we witnessed Giraffe Chess Hattrick League 2024 Season 3 match Proddatur Kings versus Proddatur Panthers. So in this, which team you belongs to?
Proddatur Kings.
So this player is here. His name is Abdullah. He played very well and he did a hat-trick just now. So on this occasion, now International Giraffe Chess Federation hand over 500 rupees cash prize to the player for the hat-trick hero. One t-shirt, hat-trick hero t-shirt and 500 rupees cash prize. Now let us talk few minutes about the how he became hat-trick hero. So the important thing is within 70 moves, all 3 games he won by the 70 moves only and he became the hat-trick hero. First, congratulations hat-trick hero
Thank you.
Abdullah, Proddatur Kings. First game he played with Sujan with 37 moves only he did checkmate. So Sujan is very good player. How you out him by checkmate, isn't it? Which is the good move that you played against him?
సుజన్ తన మూవ్స్ అందరినీ బాగానే వేశాడు సార్. 25th మూవ్లో తను చాలా టైం తీసుకున్నాడు. అది నా విజయానికి కారణం.
Very good. That is the reason how he defeated Sujan. How he outs the Sujan. And the second game he played with Akhilesh. 16 moves. Checkmate. Akhilesh is another good player in Proddatur Panthers. He out Abdullah by just 16 moves. So, which is the best move in that?
In 16th మూవ్ నేను నైట్ సపోర్ట్తో క్వీన్ని H2లో జరిపాను. అది చెక్మేట్కి దారి తీసింది.
Very good. That is the reason how he out the Sujan. And the last important thing is hat-trick game. Very tension, very exciting. Why? Because of opposite player also he wants to out. But Abdullah, he played very nice. He played with Naga Vignesh. 17 moves only, again checkmate. First game is checkmate, second game is checkmate, and third game, 3 games are checkmate. That too 70 moves. So what is the third game? Do you feel any tension in that?
No, sir.
Very good, tension free. But we played very nice. Which is the match winning, game winning, third game winning, deciding move?
విఘ్నేష్ స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి క్వీన్తో ఆడాడు సార్. దానివల్ల నేను గెలిచాను సార్.
Okay, so Vignesh he played with only specific powers only. That is the major drawback. So that makes him to win. Very good. So once again, congratulations to a hat-trick hero Abdullah. And whom you dedicate this hat-trick to? Anyone?
మై ఫ్రెండ్ సాయి చరణ్ సార్.
So his friend Sai Charan is there. He encouraged him to participate in Hattrick League. So by that he is shown his talent, become the Hattrick hero. Anyhow, congratulations. Thank you.
And finally, here is the today's hat-trick hero Abdullah's scorecard. In game 1, he outs Sujan by checkmate in 37 moves. In game 2, he outs Akhileshwar by checkmate in 16 moves. And in game 3, he outs Naga Vignesh by checkmate in just 17 moves. Totally, he did hat-trick in just 70 moves. Congratulations hat-trick hero Abdullah. All the best for the next matches. And here is the points table of Giraffe Chess Hattrick League 2024 Season 3. Let us see what are the top 4 teams after finishing off 4 matches. Proddatur Kings team with 2 points stands on first position. Proddatur Chiruta's team with 2 points stands on second position. Proddatur Spartans team with 2 points stands on third position. Proddatur Jaguars team with 2 points stands on 4th position. Each team, after playing 9 matches, total points are calculated for the top 4 positions. Top 4 teams only qualify for the final playoffs.